Remember Paris, that black day in 1940, when, grim and silent, the Champs-Élysées stretched out beneath the Nazi heel. Remember, too, the look on the faces of men and women betrayed by their leaders. Remember the treachery that tried to sell its own nation into slavery. Remember the man whose faith found strength in England. General Charles DeGaulle, after conferring with Winston Churchill, declared, "The flame of French resistance must never be extinguished." As the world knows, the strategy of victory, long planned in supreme headquarters of the Allied Expeditionary Forces, went into effect on D-Day. Rampaging Allied armor is on the road to Paris. Today, 1,000 heavy bombers smashed the hinge of the German line in Normandy. Rail and road bridges, marshalling yards, and locomotives. Battle-wise Montgomery, with his able Lieutenant General Dempsey, carries out the supreme plan of General Eisenhower. His troops deploy swiftly east and south to begin offensive action. June 26th, while the Americans under General Bradley prepare to capture Saint-Lô, the British thrust towards Villers-Bocage. Says Montgomery to his troops, "Nothing has stopped us, nothing will." Caen is the next objective. Under cover of darkness, the dawn attack begins. Ranged against the British are 6 of Rommel's crack panzer divisions, tempered at El Alamein, met and matched at the Marat line, hard-hitting reserve ready for battle. Caen is the vital hinge town of the Allied master plan. Says General Eisenhower, "1 foot of ground gained at Caen is to us worth 10 miles gained anywhere else." Street by street and stone by stone, the objective is gained. A town pulverized by war. A grim monument of blood and sweat and tears. But one vital step further on the road. Again, the Allied air arms in. Heavies to attack the German counterattack. From Caen to Caumont, the British push against the heaviest concentration of armor the Germans have ever assembled in this war. July 25th, behind a smoking screen of destruction, 593 German tanks have been knocked out, and the battle goes on. Meanwhile, in the Cherbourg Peninsula, General Bradley, using the greatest U.S. striking force of World War II, prepares his lightning armored punch. July 29th, a history-making aerial assault on the Saint-Lô-Perrier Road lays a bomb carpet 2,000 yards wide by 9,000 deep. Swiftly, Bradley's armor thrusts to Coutances to turn the German left flank. And General Patton's tanks, rocketing out, plunge south across the base of Brittany, fan west towards Brest, and south again towards Saint-Nazaire. The reeling Germans can rally only fluid opposition. The American frontal offensive wheels east, then north toward Le Mans and British armor. RAF rocket-firing Typhoons go into action. Each has 8 rockets with the punch of a 6-inch shell. August 7th, they slash in to make history. 100 tanks, 90 motor vehicles, locomotives, and oil dumps. The enemy is disintegrating. Now the trap is closing. Moving south from Falaise, the Canadian First Army is closing a 25-mile gap with the French and American columns sweeping north from Le Mans. And so from Seine, a maelstrom of Allied armor is ripping the German armies to pieces. "30,000 Nazi prisoners take grim stock of war. 15 German divisions destroyed, 15 badly mauled of a former total strength of 60. From Caen to the Seine, the last Germans are liquidated. Street by ruined street, the way is cleared. Allied armies are on the high road to Paris. August 1944, Paris, city of light, is enduring the last dark hours of German domination. As the ring of Allied armor draws closer to the outskirts, uneasy Nazis are beginning to pull out. August 15th, Paris police go on strike as the Committee of Liberation orders a general uprising. In the headquarters of the Paris Underground, members of the FFI, commanded by General Koenig, organize for the struggle. Radio listening posts check rumor and news. August 21st, the French forces of the interior put on armbands. Carefully hoarded weapons and ammunition come out of secret hiding. Down the stairs to battle go men and women pledged to guard their weapons with their lives. The hour of liberation is striking. Once again, the storied stones of Paris streets will serve as men, women, and children kindle to a final blaze the flame of French resistance. These are the faces of the men and women who 4 years ago, grim and silent, watched their beloved Champs-Élysées stretch out beneath the Nazi heel. They are grim and silent today, but with a different purpose. The great battle has come. From end to end, the city is rocked by bitter struggle. The FFI is fighting as DeGaulle foretold, with passion, but with discipline. No ammunition is wasted. August 22nd, French newspapers appear openly. August 23rd, German tanks are cruising the streets, firing at the barricades. Ammunition for the French forces is running low. The moment is critical. August 24th, the first patrols of General Leclerc and the 2nd Armored Division sweep through the outskirts of the city. Relief for the hard-pressed fighters is on the way. On and into the Hotel de Ville they sweep. Allied tanks are rolling down the Boulevard des Invalides. American field pieces are blasting the Ministry of Marine in the Place de la Concorde. Free. While all the world catches its breath at the news, joyful Allied armies speed in through welcoming crowds. August 26th, at 18 minutes past 3, General Charles DeGaulle lays flowers on the grave of the unknown soldier. France has come home to Paris. Amid the bursting enthusiasm of liberation, the procession moves down the Champs-Élysées. Acclaimed at the head marches General Charles DeGaulle, the man whose courage in the dark days of 1940 continued the battle for France from English soil. Once again, France marches among the great nations of the earth, united on the road to freedom. They've opened fire. German and collaborationist snipers are shooting into the crowd as de Gaulle arrives at Notre Dame Cathedral. The last sniper is being liquidated. In this hour, Paris, crowned with honor and glory, does not forget. The war is still going on and will continue for everyone, everywhere, until the final day of total victory.